guys, can you hear me? Yes, YouTube's on. Great. Prism's live. Great. Is Facebook live? Yes, the Facebook's live. Alright, so. Alright, great. I think everything's okay. I hope you can hear me. If you cannot hear me, let me know. Alright, 11:30. Great. Alright, so people on YouTube, people on Facebook, thank you very much for watching. Hi T, great. Thank you for checking it out. Let me start to walk. So what's going on right now in the live stream things in Tokyo is that it's really hot, it's getting really hot, and the iPhone cannot, if I keep doing the live stream tour or keep shooting videos, the iPhone, the heat going up, the temperature going up, and it suddenly shut down. The last time I did tour in the Kawagoe, I did tour around 1 hour and it boom. Yeah, thank you, T. You enjoyed the iris, right? Beautiful, right? 3 a.m. midnight iris flowers. All right, so that's why I just want to squeeze a lot of stuff, 30-40 minutes, because my iPhone cannot last that long. Today, the temperature is around 22 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, it starts to rain. The next week, this week, the weather is not that good. Alright, so let me shift a little bit. I just want to share the Lexus. Alright. I think everybody's here, so let me start to walk and talk. I think I didn't forget anything. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Good morning, Asia. Good morning. Good. Sorry, late midnight, Middle East, Europe, South. Africa. And Saturday night in the North South America, right? And good afternoon from Tokyo, 11:30. This is Dai from Tokyo Localized, and today I want to walk through your favorite place. One, the Gingko Avenue, and the second is I want to show you the Tokyo Olympic Stadium, the new one. And also for myself, I want to keep updating a lot of information, so the information keep changing a lot every day about the Olympics. So I have to keep updating latest information from the internet news, from the broadcast, and also by my eyes. Ohayou gozaimasu. And please write it down, your questions, how you think about the Tokyo Olympics, or other information, other things is fine. I'll try to catch up all your questions. If I skip your question, it means that I'm not skipping your question in purpose. Okay? And also, please write it down. What kind of tour you want to? What kind of tour you want to see by live? So we can arrange a lot of different kind of live stream tours from Japan, Tokyo. So please write it down to your comment. Okay, that will help us a lot to see what you guys are looking for. Okay, and please share this to your friends. And the thumbs up. And if you're still not on YouTube, you can go to the YouTube Japan Localized channel. I put it on the description page on Facebook, so you can subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to let me this way, right? Meiji Jingu Outer Garden. So yes, Tig, I will do some next. I'm planning to do a lot of food tours. Okay, when the state of emergency is over and every stuff is away. So let me turn around the camera. I'll show my face later to you guys. Let me turn around. All right, so I'm a place called the Aoyama area, and it's the Meiji Jingu Outer Garden. It's very famous for the ginkgo trees. You can see some ginkgo trees on the right of the your screen, right side. We're gonna walk through there, and that's around this area. This place is called Aoyama area. Aoyama, one of my favorite place. It's one of the best shopping area in Tokyo, and of course living expense is so expensive here, so only rich person lives here, and a lot of high-end brand shop, great cafe, arts, a lot of things around this Aoyama, so I really love it here. And when I walk and at this Gingko Avenue, there is the Shake Shack, my favorite burger from New York. To be honest, I like the In-N-Out from California, but also Shake Shack is one of my favorite as well. I hope the In-N-Out burger will come to Japan soon. Hello guys, morning. Hello Linda, good morning. Jen, hello. Yes, Gingko Avenue, the ginkgo trees. We call it the ginnan, the seeds. We eat those ginkgo's seeds. It's very delicious. Oh sweet, is it first time to watch the Gingko Avenue on this fresh green? So I prepare some photo. So can you see this one? This is a photo which I took on the last autumn. And right now this is June, so it looks like this. All right, let me up. In this area, there's a lot of good cafes, parks, and the Meiji Jingu Stadium for the baseball. There's a famous there's a Japan baseball team in Tokyo called the Swallows. It's their home stadium. Yes. So Ginkgo tree is the tree of Tokyo. So when you see the Tokyo government mark, the logo is the Ginkgo tree leaf. Oh yeah, Steve, good question. So the station is the Gaenmai station, the Ginza subway line. Yeah, Shake Shack from New York. Oh, sorry, my gimbal a little bit shaking. When I always arrive to New York the airport, JFK, or when I sometimes leave from the States, or when I use a domestic flight, there's a lot of Shake Shack in the airport, JFK, right? So when I get off from the plane, I love to eat those burgers. And in Shake Shack in Japan, it's okay. Sometimes I wanted to eat them, so I don't come this Shake Shack, but I come to the Shake Shack in the Yurakucho area in Tokyo. Yes, Jen, right? It's a lovely place here. So Saturday, Sunday, a lot of people come here to chill out, exercise, and mostly it's for people for living around this area. People living around this area have around 6 figures income. They're working in big companies, executives, and they have a good residence area around here. So a lot of shop, cafe, boutiques targeting those people. All right. And this area, so in Japan, we love baseballs, of course. We love football, the soccer, and also rugby. The Rugby World Cup 2019 was the first Rugby World Cup held in Asia, and also the Tokyo Olympics 1964 was the first Summer Olympic held in Asia. And around this area, of course, it was used for the Tokyo Olympic 1964. The National Stadium, which we are heading today. And the 1964 Tokyo Olympic was a dream for Japanese people. Why? Because in 1940 we're supposed to have the Olympic, 1940. But we head into the World War II, and the Olympic itself was cancelled. So right now, what's happening? Sorry, I changed the topic a little bit. The restriction for the cars start from yesterday. They're preparing for the Olympics, so they stop all the cars, taxis driving to the stadium. Good morning. So the cars are not allowed to get in. So, and I'm still not sure that the pedestrians can. I see right now the pedestrians is possible to go in here, but once the Olympic getting closer, I'm not sure they will let us in. So I want to do some live stream tour at the day of the Olympic started, July 23. But I'm a little bit afraid to make the schedule because I'm not sure we cannot get in here. And right now, what's happening in Japan right now is half and half people. I mean, half people said hold the Olympics, and half of the people said cancel or postpone. And some activists using the Olympic as a political thing, and they wanted to use the Olympics for to do the demo or talk bad about the government. Okay, and also you can see on this board on the top the Meiji Shrine. So you can walk to the Meiji Shrine around 1.6 kilometers. So after you visit the Meiji Shrine, you can also come visit here. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you the great view. So happy that there's no car allowed. So people, it's like a pedestrian free there, cycling. Yes, how it looks like. Let me zoom up the camera. How do I? Camera. Let me zoom up like this. So at the autumn, those all Gingko leaves gonna turn around yellow. Very beautiful. One of the famous photo place in Tokyo. I think you saw a lot of them in the tour guidebook, and a lot of people's blog or the YouTube channel. It's beautiful, right? And I don't have a good photo this autumn. When I came here, the leaf was almost gone, and so much people in the car, so I couldn't take a good photo. Beautiful green, right? I love this season. It's all the green. The leaves are fresh, have a lot of energy, and welcoming the summer. All right, so good question, Tig. I think they trim it. Yeah, it's well maintenance, beautiful. There's no noise, right? It's very. All right, let's walk. So let's go back to the Olympic topic. So 1940 is supposed to have an Olympic in Tokyo, but I told you it was canceled because of the World War II. And 1964 Olympic was a dream for Japanese people, and it was a great success. Before the Olympic, we made all those highways in Tokyo, bullet trains, and we wanted to show that Japan came back from the war. And after 1964, 1970s, 1980s, we experienced one of the biggest economic growth in our history, of course in the world as well. And in 1990s, what happened in Japan? The bubble crash, the real estate market crash, and from 1990 to 2000, Japan experienced, we call it the lost 20 years. Terrible 2 decades. And also 2010, not good. So Japanese people thought that Tokyo Olympic 2020 gonna be a turning point to come back. Japan will come back again. And we experienced a very bad big earthquake in 2011. Still, the north part of Japan, the east coast of Japan, like Fukushima area, other areas are still struggling. So Japanese government wanted this Olympic as a recovery of those tragedies in 2011, what happened in Japan, in the north part of Japan. But unfortunately, the COVID strike last year, and that time the Prime Minister Abe decided to postpone the Olympic one more year. Yes, this stadium, the Jingu Stadium. This is the center entrance. Yep. So if you guys come to Japan in the summer, please watch the baseball game. The Yomiuri Giants and the Hanshin Tigers game is one of the most famous cards, but the how do you say, the Yakult Swallows and the other team, I mean, except for the Giants card, it's not that much popular. I'm sorry to say for the other baseball the Yakult fans, but it's easy to get the tickets and you can enjoy the atmosphere of the baseball game in Japan. It's different from the US. When I was living in the States, I saw some baseball games, Washington Nationals, New York Yankees. Of course, I love the atmosphere of the yes, Tig, right. The Swallows game, love the fireworks and the, oh my gosh. ここはもう歩行者は行けないんですね。もう入れないんですね、あっちに。そうです。ミュージアムも行けない。そういう、はい、そうですね。わかりました。行くとしたら、明治神宮球場のところ中から突き通って、わかりました。ありがとうございます。すいません。Alright, guys. So pedestrians also not welcome here. They completely shut it down. I think the government is ready for the protesters. So they told me that there's a different way to access to the stadium. I mean, I will try to get closer, but let's see how it goes. So it's completely shut it down. So I need to think the logistic. I mean, so I told you that July I wanted to do the July 23rd, the day the Olympic Games start. I wanted to do some tours around here. So also this is kind of my research, and I noticed that it's difficult to get access. So yes, so let's go back to the baseball game. Yes, so T, good. Thank you for the comments. Yes, so the fireworks, beer, and you can feel the atmosphere, the vibe of the drums, the sound, and it's different from the viewing in the States. It's different culture, but the baseball is baseball. So they said that go through the stadium, and I wanted to head to the Tokyo Olympic Museum, monument of the Olympic logo. So I wanted to show that one to you guys and wrap up the tour. So in 2020, so the COVID happened. Prime Minister Abe decided to cancel the Olympics. They postponed the Olympics. And 2021, the Prime Minister changed, but the Japanese government and the IOC, just say we keep doing it. And unfortunately, the trigger to cancel the Olympic is IOC has, not in the Japan side. So that is also one of the issue, and there's the IOC contract. I didn't do a lot of research about it, only based on the broadcast. They say that there's no cancellation. I mean, there's no rule that about how they treat about the pandemic. There's no written things about the pandemic, so that causes that makes more confusing. So sweet, yes. So I don't know about the Tokyo vaccination rate, but right now around 12% of the population get vaccinated. So it's rapidly speeding up. But for my city, I will get the. I think I'll get the. So the city which I live, I mean in Japan, the postcard, the coupon gonna send it to your home, and that coupon gonna come to me. My parents already got it, and the coupon which I gonna get is the end of June, and I can start to do from that coupon. I gonna go to the website and then do the reservation, and the reservation starts from middle of July, and the fastest day I can get shot is August. So all right, so now I figure out how to access here, but I hope they will not shut down to the pedestrians here. So this building is the Olympic Museum, and that's the famous monument we're gonna head to, and that is the so Jose, thank you very much for a comment. Foreigners travel to Japan. Can foreigners travel to Japan and now attend the Tokyo Olympic events? Unfortunately, no. The spectators from overseas, we decided to not bringing the spectators from overseas at this March. So, and the tourists, the border is not open for the tourists, and also border is not open for the students and the workers. So it's I'm making some videos about the Japan travel ban on YouTube, so you can check it out. I'm keep updating the informations. Is this? So my question is this representing the Festival of the Peace? It looks like they're preparing for the big demo. It's crazy, right? And so foreigners cannot travel during the event. And right now what we're discussing right now is at the end of June, the government will decide the when we're gonna decide the final decision about bringing the spectators, Japanese spectators, to open up the games to the spectators. So the final decision will be made at this coming week, next week or end of June, until end of June. And some other cities was preparing for the public viewing of the Olympics, but the Tokyo, the Saitama Prefecture, Chiba Prefecture cancel the public viewing, and some broadcasts, the news say that the sponsor are very angry about the decision of the cancellation of the public viewing, because the sponsor, they already lost their money, big money, because it's supposed to be millions of tourists flying to Japan at this time, and the tourism industry, also the sponsor of the Olympics, supposed to make big money. I mean, they invest a lot for the advertisement to the Olympics, support for the IOC and the Japan Tokyo Olympic. So they have to collect the money from this business, but spectators are canceled, everything's canceled. I mean, and the final hope to make money for those sponsors was the public viewing, but the public viewing also shut it down. Yep. Broadcast from. Oh. Hi guys. I should wear a mask. All right. Let me walk through. They're taking photos. So I think you saw this view at the news broadcast, news everywhere. So this is a great photo place for the Olympics. So a lot of broadcasts from all around the world. Journalists come here, take photo, and talk about what's going on in Tokyo Olympics. Blah 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 blah. And at 20, so the Tokyo. I mean, so I forgot where I stopped my talk about the Olympics. So the so are back. So what's going on? How Japanese people think about the Tokyo Olympic right now is we still under the state of emergency, and it will be lifted at this June 20th. But still, Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and the other places will shift to the priority measure as a prevention of the spread of disease. And still, the restaurants have to close around 8 p.m. And right now, the government, city government, are talking about restriction of the serving the alcohol at the restaurant. So Japanese people are really, I mean, the Tokyo locals, Osaka, I mean, all Japanese people are all frustrated about how bad the government is handling this COVID. And they don't listen to the public. They just keep going. The Olympic will on schedule. But right now, things are turning around. At the recent poll, the 50-50. 50% of the Japanese people say that cancel or postpone the Olympic, and 50% of the Japanese people say that hold the Olympic as a schedule. So the number of the people who said do the Olympics is increased compared to the last survey, but still the decision of the state of emergency lifting, and still Japanese people are asked for the government for the self-restraint. And the public opinion really matters for you guys. I mean, I will make some other video about the latest update travel ban about Japan. But the thing is, the when our second emergency state of emergencies started at this January, the government was keep opening the border for people who wanted to come to Japan, study to Japan, work in Japan. But the media start to blame. About we worry about the variant, the new variant which was happening in the UK that time in December. So the people and the media say that we should close the border as soon as possible, because Japan at last year around February, March, the government decision to closing the border was delayed. So a lot of people are still blaming about the decision was late. So that's why the COVID spread into our country. So that's why this January government didn't close the border, no matter it was a state of emergency or not. But public opinion say that close the border. So that's why the government suddenly shut down the border to all the people except the residents and Japanese nationality. And what happened and what's going on right now is on my YouTube channel you can see a lot of comments that the students who wanted to study in Japan cannot enter the Japanese visa. Japanese government stopped to issuing the new visa for everyone around the world. So and when that restriction will be lifted, I'm not sure yet, but on the government website for the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs, it said that after the state of emergency, we're gonna start to think. And after the state of emergency, what's going on? The state of emergency will lift it on June 20, and during the Olympics, still the public opinion divided to halves. Cancel it, don't bring the athletes, people from all around the world, because at least there's around 100,000 people will come to Japan during this Olympic. So Japanese people are worrying about the spreading out the virus. Ohayou gozaimasu. So June 21. So after June 21, government will start to think about how do they reopen the border. But the public opinion really matters. So most of the Japanese people, I'm sorry to say that most of the Japanese people are not happy to reopening the border, no matter the students or workers or travelers. And the government will listen to the public opinion, but they don't listen to cancel this event. Yes, Hydrain G. So guys, do you have any questions? I gotta get up from this power spot, and they're still taking photo. I'm gonna get up from here and I'm gonna show you my favorite ramen shop around the stadium, and wrap up the tour. Okay, sorry I talked too much about the Olympics. Do you have any questions? Good. Yeah, so Tig. So the thing is, it's in Japan, so people who have the residence visa, the residence card, Japanese nationality, of course, we can get into the country, but the issuing new visa is canceled, and only government-sponsored students can get enter, but from this July. And other students who really want to study in this country, in Japan, cannot get enter. So I feel very bad for those students because the time is precious for them. And also I also study abroad, so I know how frustrated they are, how anxious they are, and how bad Japanese government dealing with this situation. So for my personal opinion, it doesn't make any sense because Olympic is going on, and the government said we're gonna well control this Olympic. So the athletes, the media who come into Japan cannot, ride the public transportation, cannot interact with the locals, blah 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 blah. But people who doesn't matter about the Olympics say that the people who are coming to Japan for the Olympics are allowed, and people who wanted to study in Japan is not allowed. It doesn't make any sense for me because they're gonna do the same thing, 14 days quarantine, do the check about the COVID. Anyway, business, but tourism is luxury thing. You don't have to do it tomorrow or you're not gonna die. You're not, of course the travel will change your life, but the more important, and age really matters, so especially for teenagers and young 20s. It's a time for studying. Invest their time for studying, but right now the and for my opinion, Japanese, we need you guys to come to Japan and change this country, because Japanese people ourselves, it's difficult for changing our country by ourselves. And people have a good talent. Everyone go to outside of Japan. Because the opportunity is, there's a lot of opportunities here, but it's very difficult for the talented people to maximize their talent in this country. So I wanted a lot of people from overseas come to Japan and change this country. I saw a lot of them. Olympic Stadium. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me stop this border thing. Go back to the Olympics. And the budget of this Olympic jumps to right now 1.6 billion US dollars. One of the most expensive Olympic in the history. They are pouring money to this game. It's for weather is cloudy, and afternoon it's gonna start to rain. And so Jose, good question. So this is a random thought, but do you think the Olympics is still going because Japan needs to recoup money that was invested in construction projects? So we lost a lot of money. We spent so much money for preparing this, encouraging, pushing people to do business about tourism, and the result is no spectators are coming. We're losing money. Tourism is dead, and not much subsidy from the government, and no clear answer about when the border is open. We cannot do anything. The government doesn't make any decision. But I know this is Japan, so I recognize it that government will not help us. So I need to think about my own head. But the thing is, no matter the Olympic is canceled or not, we cannot collect all the money which we invested. And the construction, so if there are a lot of spectators were coming, of course I think we can collect all the money, help to boost our economy. But this 2021, nothing. If we cancel it, we need to pay a lot of fine to the IOC. And when we keep doing it, it will cost a lot of money for additional stuff, for preparing for, to running for the safe Olympics without spreading the virus. Costs a lot of money. All right, so this in front of me, this yellow building, is one of my favorite ramen shop. It's right front of the Tokyo Olympic Stadium. It's called the Hopuken. I posted pictures on our Facebook group page. Share your travel and share your travel photos and travel idea. You can check it out. It's old school style pork broth ramen, and I love this restaurant. Why? Because they make the soup at this restaurant. So if you go to Ippudo or Ichiran, all those soup are factory made. So no matter which Ichiran you go, the taste is same, always same. Morning, midnight, noon, Tokyo, Osaka, New York, Brooklyn, Ichiran, the taste is same because they make the soup in the factory, and they condense those soup base and frozen it and distribute to the restaurants. But this Hopuken, this ramen shop, they create their soup at the restaurant. Sorry, I cannot bring the camera into the shop. So that's why the taste differs, because they make the soup at the restaurant, the kitchen. So every time I go, all the tastes have a different, you feel it's different. Not that big difference, but you feel like, oh, today is not good, today is very good, like that. So don't forget to try this one. It's a pork broth, tonkotsu based ramen. And then they use the middle thick noodle. Really, really good. All right. Let me cross the street and let me wrap up the tour. Thank you guys for watching. Let me turn around. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry, I was supposed to finish it 40 minutes, but right now it's 50 minutes. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to join our tomorrow's Kamakura tour from 9 a.m. Tokyo time. Sorry, it's very late in Asia. It's midnight in Europe, Africa. But from people in North South America, I think it's a good time to watch the tour. And after that, I have a lot of different plans of doing the live stream tour, but please guys, if you have any request, food tour or this place or experience, please let me know on the comments. I'm always your comments and your idea, your suggestion really help us to improve our tours, improve our service. Okay, and don't forget to go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. People on the Twitch, thank you very much for watching. Facebook, thank you very much, guys, for keep following us, hitting the like button. And thank you, Apple, thank you very much. Thank you, Sweet, thank you, Poor, thank you, Tig, Ario, thank you. And also I'll keep updating a lot of information about the travel ban and the Tokyo Olympics in our YouTube channel. Also, of course, I'll share it to the Facebook page, so don't forget to check it out. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you very much for joining the tour. Bye, take care.